It's all over except for the cleanup in Baltimore as Jon Bones Jones defends the light heavyweight title of UFC once again and gets a 50-45 across the board in the process. What was really impressive is he decided to tie up with Glover Teixeira and beat him at his own game from short range. He threw elbows, he ducked the overhand rights, he threw spin kicks, he threw body shots. He just got in there in the clinch, tied up with him, and didn't even worry about takedowns. He got one late in the fourth and he got one early in the fifth, but he really didn't need the wrestling to win this fight. He just outstruck him, outboxed him, got hit with an uppercut here and there, but just kept coming through him whenever he did get hit. He never got tagged with anything that really rocked him, and he was hitting Glover a lot more than Glover was hitting him. That's just all you can say about that. So, speaking of which, Anthony Rumble Johnson beat the snot out of Phil Davis, and boy, I mean, he made Phil Davis look bad here for calling out Jon Jones. Next time, Davis, don't look past your opponent in the cage. Make sure you focus on the guy that you're in the octagon with instead of looking past him to the champ. He picks up a 30-27 across the board and then thanks Dana White for making him a new man and changing him from the fighter he was into the fighter he is today. Well, Dana will be happy about that one, and so will the people who watch this fight, because a lot of people don't like Phil Davis' style, and they probably want a guy like Rumble Johnson to vault ahead of him in the rankings. Luke Rockhold made it look easy against Tim Boetsch. He dominated him from the moment go. He was going for a leg triangle very early, then switched to a kimura when he wasn't able to get that, and just sunk it in and made sure that he tapped out. That was it. It was a wrap. 208 of the first round. A dominating win by Rockhold, and he immediately said, I want some fights. I want the top guy. He said, if you can give me Vitor Belfort, I want to earn a title shot. I want to get that title, but I don't want it to be given to me. And if I can't have him, give me Michael Bisping. We've got some personal issues. I want to work those out. And he's not the only one who had a list. Jim Miller defeated Yancy Medeiros by guillotine choke, 3:18 of the first round, and afterwards he started naming off people too. He said, I'll take Josh Thompson, I'll take Khabib Nurmagomedov, I'll take anybody that's ranked above me because I want to get that title. Give me a chance to move up. And in the opening pay-per-view bout, Max Holloway and Andre Fili went to the third round when Fili lost to a guillotine choke at 3:39. Prelims on Fox Sports 1, Joseph Benavidez had a war with Timothy Elliott, who rushed right at him from the start and got a few takedowns, but Benavidez caught him in a guillotine choke, and you know those Team Alpha Male guys, if they get you in it, you're going to tap. And in fact, Tim Elliott had to tap with his feet because he couldn't reach with his hands. They were tied up. Of course, Joe cut a promo about that afterward and said, that's just my Joe-jitsu. I caught him in a Joe-aconda. In a fight previous to that was very close, Takanori Gomi got a unanimous 29-28 decision, probably based on the fact that he did more damage with his strikes than his opponent Isaac Vallie-Flagg, but Flagg had an argument there. It was very close. I mean, he might have landed more shots, but he didn't land the power shots. He didn't do the damage that Gomi was doing, so I felt like this was the right decision, but it was hotly debated on Twitter during the fight. In women's bantamweight bout, Bethe Correia defeated Jessamyn Duke 30-27, 29-28, 30-27. I scored the fight for Boetsch as well. Jessamyn had reach and height and every advantage in the world, but Correia just got in and out of the pocket with her and did damage, and Jessamyn Duke seemed flummoxed the whole fight. In the lightweight opener on Fox Sports 1, Danny Castillo was hurting Charlie Brenneman late in the first round and then finished it with one punch at 21 seconds of the second round. A very impressive performance for last call Danny Castillo. He had something to top though, because Chris Beal was equally impressive in the second round of the only fight to air on Fight Pass. He knocked out Patrick Williams with a beautiful flying knee. I mean, this is one of the best ones you'll ever see. If you have Fight Pass, go watch this right now. It was amazing. 151 of the second round. That's UFC 172. I'm Stevie J.